Jen keeps having power outages, so she keeps falling off and coming back on. So she'll be back. She just fell out.
I think the cats are playing with the light switches. That's what it is.
I'll tell you what it is. It's Mercury retrograde.
Oh,
Has it messed with you yet?
No. I'm hiding behind the pillars.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Oh, there she is. Hold on. I told him that you're having power issues.
Power and Wi-Fi. It's like, come on, quit working on the signs on a Sunday night.
Are you guys having a snowstorm? Is that what's causing it, or?
No, I'd been notified last week that they were going to be working on my Wi-Fi line, but it was supposed to be after midnight tonight. I don't know. It's been warm lately, but we had a little bit of snow this morning. We were like 65 degrees Friday and had a little snow Saturday and Sunday, but nothing major. Just dusting. Hey, everybody. We're live, I see.
Hello.
I'm like, oh gosh, we're live. Watch my mouth.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Mouth, do you know what I did? Okay. So
story time with Johnny.
Bath and Body Works was having a sale. Not really. They were having here's some coupons, come in the store and then buy stuff you don't need type of thing. Mm-hmm. And so I had a bunch of coupons. I don't know how I even got the coupons, but I went in there. And I'm like, okay, let me smell this and smell. Oh, that's what it was. The soap. You know, I have a hand soap addiction. If for those who don't know, this one I think is actually real. Tarot cards, I can stop buying tarot cards. I just like them.
Yeah, so, he also has a cologne addiction. He likes nice smells.
I like scents. I like things that smell good. So I got.
Listen, Jenny, don't be putting out his business like that on the internet.
She's been in my bathroom, so she's seen my 1,500 bottles lined up all on the thing.
Literally. I'm like, good Jesus God, what's going on here? I thought I was bad because I used to work in cosmetics.
Shoot. You say I think you made it up. So I went in there and I'm smelling this and smelling that. And I got like 45 hand soaps, right? Because you have to. And I got what I thought.
To, but you do.
Yeah. I thought what I was getting was chapstick because I didn't read the thing. Yeah, I just started picking up stuff. And I put it on. And I'm like, okay, that's too much. And I did one of these things. It's just red as it could be. I got
you had red
basically.
You had red lipstick on. Oh, Johnny.
It said it on the thing, but you know, if you're remedial, then you don't read everything. It said lip tint. And I bought it anyway. And I was like, you know what? I'm grown. I ain't got to answer to nobody. Put it on anyway. So
yeah, put it on right now. Put it on right now.
Yeah, my business. It's like, and it tastes like something. I don't know what it tastes like, but there it is. I thought it was just fancy lip gloss or something, but yeah.
You got red lips.
Well, at least it's here. It's not a heavy.
No, like if you just really going on like you're trying to get Crisco lips or something, then you know eventually
like mine.
It'll Crisco be lips.
Mm-hmm. But you see it, look it. It's just red as it be. Because I noticed. You know how I noticed? Like every woman in the world notices.
Oh, on your
like, there's red on my.
There's red on my straws.
I'm like, why is my straw red? What is going on? That's because I'm doing my Betty Boop impression, and I got red lips everywhere. But you know,
mine's like permanently discolored from wearing lipstick all the time.
That's okay.
Oh, man.
I can be Ursula for Halloween.
It's the point it doesn't wash off. Even my green straws, because my other cup has a green straw in it, is red on the end.
But you wanna know a secret? I like it. It lasts
like
all day. I love it, actually. I would do a commercial for them. It lasts all day.
I'm gonna have to get one.
I love it. They make good lip stuff there. I got 3 of them.
You can
What are
always
the
see
other
if they have
colors?
a,
Pink and
if they
purple.
have a nude one.
I got one of these. It just tastes. There's no color to this.
There's no color.
I got this one a few days ago because I read the thing. It's just taste. It's got a taste to it, but it lasts all day too, and you ain't got to use that much. So
That's hilarious.
mhm.
Oh, Johnny.
I got that one from Sephora. It's okay too, but I got to have shiny lips, and now my lips smell too. So I like smells.
You like the smells.
Lucky girl wants to know if it goes on like booger lips.
Girl, bye. No, don't besmirch my lip tint with that story. That was the nastiest thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
You put booger lips on yourself?
There was a man who picked his nose and wiped it on his lips, and I observed this.
What
Yes.
the hell?
Uh-huh.
What
A
the
grown man. This wasn't no little 4-year-old kid. A whole grown man. I'm like, oh my God.
And everybody in the chat just gag a little and throw up in their mouth a little.
I'm like, I should find him and be like, here's one. Take this. If you just if it's that chapped, homeboy. I mean,
what would possess him to put boogers on his lips though? It's just, I mean,
He
it can't
needs
be for lubrication,
he needs there's something wrong deep down where it's soothing, probably.
Oh, that's so nasty.
Or maybe they're flavored. I mean, get out of his business. Mhm.
No, that's just gross.
This one's Funyuns and that one's Cheetos. I don't know.
Hey, Lori in the chat.
I've never done
Johnny, I've been laughing. I've had so many clients this week that say, I can't retain my thoughts like you were doing in the after show that night. And I was like, grab it, Johnny, grab that thought. He kept losing his words.
They just kept going away. Maybe Mercury hit me already. That's what it was. And now it's easing off because I'm doing all right now. But
I mean, it's in retrograde right now, but
it got to me early, I think, because a week ago I was not okay. I'm like, I need because mind you, there was a sentence. I said something at the beginning of the sentence, and by the end of the sentence, I couldn't remember what the word was. I'm like, oh my God, it's either menopause or womanopause or Alzheimer's. Either one, just hit now so I know what to do.
You're in menopause, perimenopause.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No, you're not. Trust me.
I ain't got no choice. I got to be okay.
I'm on that struggle bus right now, and it's 10-10. Do not recommend.
One thing I can be okay with it because I don't have periods, but other than that, if I did, I would probably be in jail. Probably.
Oh no, it's not just the periods, dude. I was telling Mom, I was talking to her on the other phone. I was like, I am one hot flash away from committing a felony. Like, it's just. It's like
the swing of it all. I can't do the swing business. That's just dramatic swing. No, I just know.
Becca, they really should warn women in their 30s, put aside a little petty cash fund for bail when you hit menopause.
I mean, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Nobody talked about it, so I didn't know. But whatever. Anyways, I'm sure our chat appreciates it because most of our demographic is women.
Yes.
So we should get tax refunds for this shit. We really should get a tax refund or a bonus every year. I mean,
the amount of money I spent on supplies when I was going through it, because your period gets so heavy, it was amazing how much more money I was spending on supplies and stuff. It's nice money. Being through it and not having to spend anything on supplies.
it's your mental health too, and then with this crackhead in office, I mean, it's like, dude, really no. I haven't watched any news at all this week because I'm just like, I can't do it. Just call me when he's dead. Okay, like just let me know when he's dead so I can celebrate, because I can't do it. I can't do it no more. So what do you guys have going on before we get into the readings?
Nothing.
Nothing. Classes in April, Johnny?
No. Classes are already started, so
okay.
No classes.
Well, I had good news. No asbestos on the second asbestos test. Every time you open a wall or a ceiling, they got an asbestos test again when you're in an older home like mine. So finally got the plumbing part fixed. So I can turn the water back onto the upstairs. I have it turned off right now because they still have to do the rebuild where they've opened up the walls and everything. And it's the old-fashioned slat walls that they had to gut out to let it air out, and big hole in the ceiling over the cellar stairs and a hole in the ceiling in the kitchen. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave the water off for a while.
Yeah.
But I see the light at the end of the tunnel. Tomorrow they come to do the estimate for the rebuild part. And it's like, I got stuff, like I got a hole by the shower upstairs. I've got the big hole over the cellar stairs. I got the hole in the kitchen. I got the walls going down to the cellar. It's just all over the place. I'm like, dang, I'm going to forget to show them something. The insulation that, fell through because it got wet. Going to have to blow new insulation in upstairs. It's crazy. So if you'd like to schedule a reading with Jen Tarot and help her plumbing expenses, please book a reading at jenlintarot.com. Or if you'd like to purchase a gift card for someone for a reading, jenlintarot.com.
And I got nothing.
It's I keep having to lock the cats up, whenever anybody's here working on anything. And Lucy's got fingers. She can pull a door open because the doors don't shut completely upstairs, just from swelling and stuff, through the years. They don't shut all the way. Lucy will pry them open. Next thing you know, there's an orange cat sitting next to the plumber's ladder. I'm like, what are you doing?
I have nothing important at all.
And thank you for the PayPal donations that people have been sending me for my plumbing and everything. I've learned a lot about my house, and this is the second time. My first house I bought was in Long Island, New York, and 3 weeks after I moved in, it had galvanized pipes to the second floor main bathroom, the only full bathroom in the whole house, and the plumbing crapped out, and it started dripping in the dining room and everything, a big bubble in the ceiling. So had to gut it to the studs. They'd replaced the plumbing to the kitchen, but not to the upstairs bathroom. Well, when they opened up the walls, because they had poured a concrete floor around the pipes, which was really stupid. Who puts a concrete floor on the second floor? That's too heavy. They had to literally drill the pipes out and drill the concrete out. And when we replaced it, we did a traditional mud floor. But when they opened the walls up, discovered there were 2 live wires hanging in the walls where there used to be wall sconces.
That's a fire hazard.
Yeah, they plastered over it. My guy that was ripping it out almost got electrocuted when he realized that's a live wire. So then immediately we stopped and got an electrician in there to cap it off. They removed sconces and left live wires hanging in the walls. So this time, when they gutted the wall in this house, discovered I had a really bad frayed out wire at one of the junction boxes. So when I ran through the water to go to the basement to shut the water off, I could have been electrocuted.
Jesus.
It was insane. So I had to have an electrician in, pull that wire, rerun it, redo the junction box and everything. And it's like angels are looking out for me. But I was telling Johnny, I said, they're trying to kill me. They're just trying to kill me.
I got little Miss Braxy right here. You see her?
Hi, Miss Braxy. Oh, her little bandana matches your jammy pants.
Yeah. my little baby right there.
I just seen a video with a Connie Corso in it, and it was barking, and the woman said, "Don't yell at me," and then it'd start barking, but it started barking softly.
She was whining at me today. She had a lot to say. She just had dinner. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yeah. You want to go see Nanny Biscuits? You want to go see Nanny Biscuits? She does. Nanny Biscuits, she's coming to see you soon. So. Anywho, so who's ready to start? I think we've chit-chatted for like 15 minutes now, and
yeah, all I can think about is Benghazi for years, and this asshole. I mean,
I can't. I just die. Just fucking die.
His freaking polls are going to go down into the low 20s. He is going to drop so bad in polls, and nobody is behind this except the GOP. Except the GOP.
Didn't the little elf on the shelf put the House on recess again so that they can't vote for impeachment for an illegal war?
Yeah. So
should we start there?
Let's start there. Peggy Breen texted me a question in the chat, wanting to know would people go back to the House and override Mike Johnson? Oh, she's like, "Where's some doggy treats, Mom? Lucy gets treats."
She's the cutest baby.
So will the House override Mike Johnson and let him bring impeachment to the floor?
Braxy wants to help. She's looking at me. She's gonna be my little psychic puppy helper. Okay, Brax, you wanna help? Okay, so we're asking. What was the question?
From Mom? Will the House override Mike Johnson? Come back and override him and force a vote on impeachment.
Will they override Mike Johnson, Braxy? Braxy is so not interested. I don't know if you can see her very well because her face is black. But she's not interested. She's like, "Is he dead yet, Mom?"
He looks very peaceful.
Will they override Mike Johnson, Braxy? Let's see. You're going to help me out because you're the best. We override Mike Johnson. Okay, Braxy, you have to pick. Okay,
Lindsey Graham just bit himself into all kinds of pretzels on TV.
This one. And which other one?
Republicans have been wanting this for 20 years.
This one? Okay. Braxy picked her cards.
Well, the fact they're bombing now, U.S. military outposts in 11 countries. Iran has bombed 11 countries.
Well, they already have a new Ayatollah.
Yeah, his son, who's going to be even worse.
Mm-hmm. You're a precious little monster. You know that? You're a precious little monster. Who wants to go first? Yeah, Braxy's over it. She's like, "Really, Mom? Really?" I don't know if you can see that face, but wait. Can I make her bigger for a minute? Hold on.
Thank you, SW. Her little face is so sweet. She looks sleepy too.
Oh, my little munch.
Are you tired too, Braxy? Mercury retrograde wiping your ass out.
I think no. They will not.
By the way, everybody, fill up your gas tanks because gas is getting ready to go through the roof.
Very much so.
Yeah, I get they're just gaslighting and working for their donors on this and in secret, celebrating, that they shut this down. Waiting on the House. I do get that there is hope in just a short bit that there may be something new Trump does, that they do present articles of impeachment.
What hasn't he done, though?
I mean, he's broken so many laws, and they just keep letting him. It's just going to be chaos in the House, I get. But I do get that they will vote. I don't know that they'll have enough votes to impeach. Unless Trump does something so stupid that it just, I mean, everything he does is stupid, but like severely burdens him, and that some change to vote with the Democrats.
I get a no. That's a ways off, but you might see some more conservatives not just announce retirement or that they're not running. I don't get that they override him. I get more people that are like, well, so maybe that's a thing. Maybe instead of because I get the heart, the lilies, and the ship. So instead of holding the vote, maybe some of them just are like, peace out, I'm retiring.
I'm retiring early. I'm not even going to wait for midterms.
Can we ask that? Will
yeah.
the Dems take... No, will the Dems take over before midterms?
Yeah, will Mike lose the majority? Dems take over before midterms.
Mitch McConnell's like the Walking Dead. I swear.
Can't even get anything to the Senate through this.
He's the falling dead.
The Epstein files cover up.
So, what did you get, Mr. Johnny?
No. It's a possibility, but I'm going to still say no, because there's a temperance in the hangman. They may not need the majority. Somebody could just switch sides or vote with them type of thing. The problem with the Republicans now is it's their guy. He has the R by his name, so they're willing to excuse anything because they don't want to be seen as taking their own person down. Mind you, the tariffs should have done it, and that didn't do it. So the Republicans like the idea of bombing Iran. So I don't get that a lot of them leave and give the Dems the majority, but someone may come to the other side and vote with them anyway.
Somebody said Mitch McConnell's holding on by his toenails. That's hilarious.
Old man toenails.
Oh, yuck.
Clip him loose, Johnny.
Look out below.
It's only two more that they have to lose. I get here in the future, there may be some that just give up. I'm dropping cards all over the floor. When questions start arising about Russia, I'm getting Russia and Trump for some reason. So there's something else that's going to be happening, and I think it also has to do with the women. So the Epstein files. Democrats hanging on right now, burdened, because they don't have the votes. But that I'm getting that's going to change. That they'll pick up here in the near future. They'll pick up some seats in the House, and then they'll be able to move forward with some of their agenda.
I get a no. Before the midterms, no. There is a promise or an agreement to go in a new direction, but that gets taken away, gets hacked somehow. So I was talking to my friend Stephanie. Stephanie, I saw you in the chat. Hello, big hugs to you. And we were talking, and I was telling her that I have absolutely no faith in Hakeem Jeffries, because every time I've seen him, he's done nothing but go in front of a press conference at a podium and say that there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. And he votes accordingly, like there's nothing we can do. And I told Stephanie, I was like, I have no faith. I have no faith in Hakeem Jeffries. But if that were me, I would use that as a strategy. Appear like you're not fighting it, you're sort of complying. And then when you get back into power, then do a switcheroo. Does that make sense, so that you don't appear threatening in any way?
Yeah.
You don't show your hand.
Exactly. Don't show your hand. That's the strategy I would I would incorporate, you know. But again, I know who he is, and I'm not holding on to any hope. But is that a strategy?
Yes. What is Jeffrey's strategy?
He did say, but I don't know how much weight that carries, but he did say there were certain plans they had for the midterms that did involve things like maps and flipping districts, which they have been doing in Texas. And that was one of their sort of battleground places. Their strategy was aimed at places like Texas. So
they fixed California so they can make up for anything Texas did to their maps, but we're taking red districts in Texas, so I got hopes.
The thing with the redistricting in Texas, they used the census from before Trump won, and they used all those Hispanic votes. Well, the Hispanics turned on him.
Yeah,
you know, so it might just end up them shooting themselves in the foot. You know,
yeah, absolutely.
But then again, vote like your life depends on it if you're in Texas. But with that said, with the attorney general that's in there, who's admitted more than once on television that he messes with elections.
Him and Musk. Thank God Musk is on our side.
So there is like a deal with the devil type thing going on. I don't think his strategy is to not. Well, I mean, it can still be to not show his hand because he's not telling us what he's doing. But that's him there. And the hangman, he is looking at but he's looking at the other side. I don't know who on the other side he's working with, but it's not to cripple the Democrat type thing. It's because there's the devil and the temperance. He's working with someone that he should be opposed to. And it's not a leader. It's not like Johnson, but it's someone in the House. And he has sort of courted that person with the Lover's card and the Three of Swords. That person is bringing people with him. And so I think this is a stretch, but I think what his plan would be is to court someone from the other side, give them certain allowances and contracts and donors, access to donors or access to this or access to that. He's guaranteeing someone access because this is within his job, the Eight of Pentacles. It's in his work. He's guaranteeing access to someone. It is shady, if you will. But he does have some sort of deal with working with someone on the other side. Five of Swords is kind of dishonorable behavior, but that's what he's
doing. To your point, the Democrats for decades now have been chasing after Republican voters and turning their backs on the left. That's been their strategy way before 2016. Go after Republican votes.
I think that's what he's doing.
I understand what you're reading because of that. Yeah.
I mean, he's trying to do everything he can to change anything, where they're trying to block the votes. So that seems to be his focus right now, midterms. And he may be trying to look like he's working with Republicans, but it's a lie, because he's trying to bring strength back for America. So I do think he's got some tricks up his sleeves. I think he's got a surprise. He's just waiting till after midterms when they grow and they can do something. But they should be trying something every single day. Make the Republicans show their hand on the floor that they're backing this idiot. Make them vote on stuff over and over and over again. Make them show their hands. Don't look like you're not trying. I feel like there's 2 or 3 Republicans that are going to leave, turn their back on this leadership.
2
or 3 more. So
get the Whip Crossroads Fish Tree Birds. Several, more than one, arguments, contentions, fighting, violence, arguing, criticism. A lot of criticism about him taking money and where the money is going for elections, who he's taken money from and where the money is going for elections and who he's backing to grow the majority so that he can grow the majority. So they're in negotiations right now, but you're also going to hear about some of his strategy and exactly who he's taking money from. I saw in the chat people were saying he took money from Palantir, which is a big no-no. That's huge. That's like awful fascist surveillance state bullshit, you know.
Well, they didn't help Mondami in New York, you know. It's like they don't want to help the really far left-leaning people. Well, and that's
no. Mondami is not far left. That's not far left. That's Mondami stands for what FDR stood for. The Democratic Party today, in my opinion, is the equivalent of Ronald Reagan's Republican Party in the 80s. You know, so but I get that he's going to get a lot of criticism for who he's taking money from for the elections, who they're backing, but he's looking to grow the majority, grow it a lot. So,
I would love to care. I really would. At this point, though,
you would love to what?
I would like to care that he is a double dealer, but at this point, I think my desperation is setting in to where I just want somebody with the D on their little name, some Democrat, even if it's that one. Like I wouldn't trust Hakeem Jeffries with my bag of pennies, and we don't even make those anymore. But at this point, anybody that could put a block between Donald Trump and an absolute zero, then go for it.
But at this point, remember all those Democrats that voted for that one bill thinking nobody was watching, and then when it came out, they're like, "Oh, we're sorry." Like, you think people aren't paying attention? You know, it's like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them doing this to the public, and then when they think nobody's watching, they go ahead and.
I think the biggest thing is not taxing the wealthy and give some relief to lower and middle income people. Even what's your guy in California, your governor?
Gavin Newsom.
Not taxing the wealthy. You're showing us who you are by not doing it. Do it.
Because they threaten. Right now, there's a big story about the new In-N-Out opening up in Tennessee because they're moving out of California. They're chasing tax laws. Basically, because I think they're moving their whole headquarters to Texas or something like one of them southern states. Because, you know, that's how it goes.
Oh well. Anyways, so on with the other stuff. I don't know if you guys even want to talk about what this dumbass just did in Iran. That press conference, I didn't see it. I just saw bits and pieces of it on TikTok. That man really came out and held a press conference in a white hat talking about how he's going to send soldiers and some of them are going to die. But that's the way it is. It's like this watching Bone Cruz motherfucker just said that?
Yeah.
I mean, I got to give him.
He did a press conference and said, and we're probably going to lose more.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I at least give him points for his one moment of delusional dementia-addled brain was honest for once, but
somebody put a post on YouTube I saw, and it said, he said, this is his one time he told the truth type thing. If you vote for Kamala Harris, you're going to get higher prices in wars. We voted for Kamala Harris, and now we're getting higher prices in wars.
Yeah, it's true.
So he did that in the middle of the night. No congressional approval. No nothing. Because why?
And they're all okay with it.
Because why? Everything he's needed congressional approval for, they've skirted it, and Mike Johnson has made sure to not care and not let anybody hold him accountable. So I don't even know where to go with that question.
Having his little black curtain skiff at Mar-a-Lago while a party's going on, I mean, nothing's secure. It's just hideous. The whole thing is just.
Can we see where this is headed?
Yeah, let's go there. Where the war in Iran is headed.
Because he said this should last a few days. A few days.
Iran is saying we've got strategic plans.
China has already sent info saying they got missiles headed your way and this, that, and the other thing. So.
What, China entered the chat?
Yes. China said apparently that there were missiles heading towards a, what you call them, thing in the ocean with the planes on them, aircraft carrier. That there were missiles headed that way. Apparently China had this info.
Well, they had been providing some missiles to Iran. So, yeah.
Well, last I saw, Netanyahu, that little piece of shit, was over there pissing on China. And this is what Netanyahu does. He's a little chihuahua that goes and bites the big, huge lion and then sicks America on him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't pay for the war. He doesn't send his people to the war. It's us. And I'm very curious to see how this stupid mother effer is going to pay for a war when we're all broke. We're all
30 trillion.
Like, you seem to always have money for wars, but you never have money to feed the hungry, for stamps, food stamps or health care or anything. But you always have that budget for war. It's just horrible. I am not paying taxes. I am not. If I have to do an extension or whatever, I will not give this regime a dime. And by the way, that's picking up steam on Instagram.
Where is this headed? Kind of where we think it is.
Never-ending war.
They're trying to steal, of course, or they're taking something. This is the attack. The Knight of Swords. This is the Three of Swords, so there's betrayal. Iran is not our enemy, therefore this is not betrayal. What I'm thinking this would suggest is there are allies involved saying you can't do this, and then they do it anyway, because Donald Trump is not our ally either. He is the ally of Russia in Netanyahu, or should I say Putin and Netanyahu. And so our allies will be betrayed in this too. It will lead, of course, to more casualties and that type of thing. But over time, with the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, whatever it is that they have set out to get, because this is the thing that you desire the most with the Nine of Cups, that's what they're going to get. So will this be a complete fail? No. I think with their joint efforts, they are going to get whatever it is from Iran that they are trying to get, which is more than likely oils and land and all that kind of stuff, just like they did in Gaza, because he has support. He has the support for him, which would be his allies, not ours. But
yeah, but I don't think any other country in NATO is going to help out, knowing that Israel and Trump were both the aggressors. Both of them were the aggressors. That
betrayal, because these are supposed to be the people on our side. And there's a betrayal of those people because Knight of Swords is an attack. So this is not warranted, it's unprovoked, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So this is an attack, and then this is your betrayal. And so betrayal does not come from thy enemies. That's not Iran betraying us. This would be the people we're supposed to be allied to. And it's Donald Trump, who's supposed to be our commander-in-chief, who is also an asset of Vladimir Putin and Netanyahu's agenda. So I think where this goes is they will eventually get whatever it is that they have been working towards.
And as horrible as this sounds, the silver lining that I'm going to look at is that I hope that this is what it takes for the rest of NATO to look at Israel and say that is a rogue terrorist nation that we cannot support anymore.
But they are
a rogue terrorist nation. They have started shit with every single one of their neighbors unprovoked for no reason. And then they drag everybody else into it.
They have war crime charges for Netanyahu at The Hague. So they should against Trump too. But where does this go? Right back to the White House. It's on him. So, businessmen that had plans there, it all comes to an end because whatever they were hoping to get out of it is burdened. I do think that Republicans trying to take power over our elections, taking it away from the states to run and stuff was one of the ulterior motives. So he can proclaim the War Act or whatever garbage he's trying to do. But I get it. It brings strength to the Democrats. So everything that they're doing, it reflects right back on the White House. Like I was saying, 90% of Americans, when polled, said they did not want a war with Iran. And
what did you say,
even
Johnny?
if some people change their mind because they're so MAGA, they drink the Kool-Aid so much, there's still, at least 80% of Americans do not want this war. So
don't forget, some of you are going to die, and that's okay because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
From a Bone Spurs 5-time draft dodger.
I think we're kind of trapped in his manipulations right now, but I do think it'll bring strength to Democrats. So
here's an idea: send ICE. They're so freaking gun happy.
Right.
That's the other thing. I mean, we're at war, so he can't get the funding for ICE passed through the Senate, right? So are they now going to get the funding for ICE because we're going to have terrorist threats against us here because of the shit that he's pulling?
Listen. If you're listening, Iran, Mar-a-Lago. Go
Mar-a-Lago.
to Mar-a-Lago.
Leave
the rest of us alone. Go to Mar-a-Lago.
Look behind the black curtain.
I get the house, the ship, the ring, the key, the mice. What is this going to lead to eventually here? Domestically, losses. But I don't see money and business, trade, and things of value. I don't get the fish. I wouldn't say the economy, but decline here at home even more domestically. Because when you look at the house, the ring, and the mice, something domestic that is of value that was agreed upon, criminal thieving, criminal conspiracy. It could be in the White House, in the actual residence, there's a criminal conspiracy. But things of value here domestically taking away, and then the ship and the key, it's being transferred somewhere else, and something important that's happening abroad. So where does it lead to?
Echo Solar just gave the coordinates for Mar-a-Lago, longitude and latitude in the chat.
Yeah, that's where you need to go. Leave the rest of us alone. We didn't want this shit.
Yeah, go
ahead, Johnny.
They put out a hit on the orange one.
Oh yeah, didn't he have like a $1 million hit on his head?
Yes, because he killed the Soleimani guy, and they put out a hit on him. Now he got their leader over there. Is someone, somewhere, some way, somehow going to target him or his family now?
Okay,
he sort of made it personal, if you will.
Please, let's give us some hope core. Never skip a hope core video.
Jack, I'm sorry, I interrupted you when you were talking about your cards. Did you finish saying where's it ultimately going to lead? Just more problems at home? Is that
more decline here domestically. More decline. Trade is going to be impacted. Business impacted. Travel impacted.
They didn't even clear out the embassies. Pakistan, I think it was, targeted one of our embassies over the weekend while they're trying to fight Afghanistan.
And let me remind you all, it was him in his first term that got rid of the nuclear deal with Iran. That's why we came full circle back to this. This wouldn't have happened had it not been for his stupid ass. But he did it at the behest of Netanyahu so that he could turn around and do this very same thing.
where's Saudi Arabia and all this and UAE and all that stuff? It's like, they have billions to give Jared Kushner, but they never seem to help when there's military stuff. They let Israel.
They've been attacked too, apparently.
They've been attacked too. The bases all over the place, but
there's somewhere I seen it it was trending somewhere. UAE was attacked by Iran.
Thank you, Cindy.
Will someone target someone in his back? Because what I was thinking was they want to do like an eye for eye type of thing, tit for tat.
Oh, please, by all means, leave the rest.
Not just like attack the country, but like go after something personal to him because of the whole thing. But I get Ace of Cups and Four of Swords. There is an attempt or a threat or something like that. I think they may go into hiding because of such thing. With the Ace of Cups, Four Swords,
he tore up his bunker under the east wing. Where's he gonna hide?
In the bathroom with his diapers.
Bad timing. Hashtag.
Bad timing to tear up your bunker.
This is one of those instances where it's one of those you really didn't think this through situation.
That's like taking your storm shelter away during hurricane season or tornado season. I mean.
But Johnny, we are talking about the guy who stared into an eclipse with his
eyeballs. I don't know why that just popped in my head before you said that.
We are talking about that guy.
Oh, look. Don't stare at the eclipse. What do you mean? Oh, my God. You sure he didn't eat that arsenic dirt? I mean,
oh, my God.
But Three of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. So there is some sort of homeland thing that he needs to be worried about. I would say, Stu, I don't want to be so conspiratorial, but I'm going to be anyway in this instance. There is a person giving the locations away because this is betrayal. Betrayal comes from people close to you, not your enemies. And so they may tell people where certain people are. But this feels more personal than it is just trying to attack America type thing. So beware. But I think it'll be foiled, though. So I don't think it'll be successful with it. But I do think someone's being targeted. Yes.
I do, too. I think they've already got plans and to create chaos here that they will go after. Wouldn't surprise me if they went after Melania. Wouldn't surprise me. Johnny, you know how we keep getting something about Eric Trump? And we should look at that. We should throw cards on it. King of Swords Jr. Is what I'm getting here on American soil. So there's already like agreements put together to do this. Collaborations. I'm getting a lot of 3 cards, so I don't know if that's 3 days, 3 weeks, or what, but watch for that because I do feel like there will probably also be another attack on Trump, or attempted attack, I should say, on Trump's team by one of his supporters. So a MAGA person that's pissed off.
I get the mountain, the man, crossroads. He's an enemy. He's got an enemy real close by, and they're looking for, I wouldn't say an opportunity, but one, and it could be more than one man too, because man and crossroads, a man's decision, or multiple men. But he's got an enemy right at his doorstep. So I don't know if this would be like a Jared Kushner on a business trip, or one of the shithead children, Beavis and Butthead, on a business trip, but there was an enemy right at the door. I mean, look at how close that is.
It's right, a dark-haired man.
And it's more than, this is a man looking at choices and alternatives, or more than one man, but he's got an enemy right at his back. So Stephanie had a question, and she wanted to know, will this end his presidency? I don't think so, Stephanie. I really don't.
One can hope.
I know. I mean, he's done everything. We know that he's raped children, and still it's like, well, It is what it is. At least she wasn't 8 years old. That would Megan
You
Kelly
know,
would say.
like that still baffles me. I can't believe she let that fall out of her mouth.
You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not.
Would she let her kids go sit on Donald Trump's lap?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Will this end his presidency?
Eric, death by glue poisoning the wall liquor. Just poison the wall. Eric will
Isn't
lick
it
it
non-toxic nowadays? Unfortunately.
well, they can make it toxic.
Will it end his presidency? So cards say yes, I'm going to say no, because nothing faces this man. He shouldn't even be alive. He's 90,000 years old and he's full. Did you see him feed the cheeseburgers to the hockey team? Oh my God, Jesus.
You know what? It's like a repeat of what happened in his first term. Who did he have over there? And he gave them all cheeseburgers. And people were like, what the hell?
He is pure trash.
Trash.
If that didn't confirm it, I mean, come on. Anyway, will it end his presidency? So there is the Hierophant. This would be your person in charge. I should do a tableau on him and see.
You should. Johnny, can I please interrupt you very quickly? I'm going to make you bigger. Put those cards back up. For those in the chat that are wondering, what deck is this?
So Selma, if you're in the chat, she bought these for me because, mind you, I seen her using them and I'm like, oh my God, those are the cutest cards I've ever seen in my life. And so I had that. They're called Clay Arcana Tarot cards.
Those are really pretty. I like the colors on them.
They're adorable. They remind me of Mr. Rogers for some reason or another.
I love them.
But there's your Hierophant. There's your 10 of Wands. So that is your burden. And then your defeat with the 5 of Swords. So this would say yes, but you're not going to convince me. I'm going to still say no because he's unfazable. He's accused and done everything. So
at this point, they can find a video from Jeffrey Epstein's vault of him sexually assaulting a minor, and it would be just like,
AI,
just like bombing a girls' school over in Iran. They're talking about this. Some are mulling it over, maybe even hoping he dies. But this is the messenger. I get a yes because even some supporters that have collaborated with him start turning, and he's just creating too much chaos here. I don't know when. It's a timing thing, so it's not right away, but. It's not going to be good for Republicans in America. It's just not.
Will this take him out? Never skip a Hope Corps video. No, but death will. So there's the coffin. There's the house. There's the mice. This is talking about someone in the residence that's seriously, seriously ill. Seriously ill. So this is death.
So in a way, the stress of it may take him out.
Death ending serious illness. There's the residence, something taken away, eaten away at, corrosion. So, and these two, it's like a mental breakdown. It's like a mental breakdown. So, will this take him out? No, he's seriously. When's he gonna die? That's what I'm asking. When is he gonna die? I'm going there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got the eclipse Tuesday, and it looks really bad on Trump's chart. You know what was interesting? Professional Aquarian is looking at, and Louise from Cosmic Owl, we're looking at Trump and Bill Clinton's chart together, and it looks like Bill's testifying has a really negative impact on Trump.
So let's look at when is he going to die? Please, Johnny, get that voodoo doll because I don't have any Cheetos. So.
You know, I could get a cat turd.
I needed pins. That's what I was going to look for too, because there's a Spencer's in the mall, and I'm like, that's where all the weird stuff is. And I started to go in there and ask them, do they have voodoo dolls?
I could get a cat turd out of the litter box and smash it, Becca.
I don't know what I get. It's a while. A while is relative though, because I get the 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Temperance. Temperance is slow because it's slow and steady wins the race. It's over time thing, because I mean he's been dying for 10 years type of thing. You know, everybody said he was going to die and he hasn't. But it'll happen sometime in the spring. But spring of what? Spring of 2031? I don't know. But I can't tell you. My cards don't ever tell me that type of thing. But I thought I'd give it a shot anyway.
I think he has to exit the government before he dies. So, like, he may take a turn for the worse. Yeah, and look at this. The Moon card and the Eight of Cups both have an eclipse on them.
They do.
So watch for him to really take a turn for the worse right after the eclipse, while that eclipse energy's on us for the next couple of weeks. I think he has to leave his government job before he dies.
Hopefully. Okay, so I get the Moon, the Garden. The Moon is card number 32. Obviously, that's not days. That has to do with the moon cycles. I'm not an astrologer. I know we have an eclipse coming on Tuesday. I don't think it's that one, but I think it might be the beginning of the end. Check the lunar calendars, astrology or whatever, when there's another one. And then the Garden is the spring. We might see it publicly on television on a network where he glitches out or something. But it's around an eclipse, I think. It could be
this could be a 1 month card. It's definitely coming. I'm kind of getting maybe a little closer to summertime. He, like, around his birthday is definitely an exit date for him. But he's a narcissist. Narcissists try to control when they die. And he may not accept his exit date, is what I'm getting.
So Hillary Clinton got pulled into that bullshit behind closed doors. And I say this as a non-Hillary Clinton stan. I don't like that woman. But I recognize it for what it was. It was red meat to take away the spotlight from the fact that the orange menace is all over the Epstein files. And oh, by the way, the news came out that, all the interviews from the victim, the 13-year-old that he raped, are missing.
Yep.
Tell us something we don't know? Because I'm old enough to remember when we found out that he had over 1,000 FBI agents combing through stuff to dispose of evidence, which is, let me check. That's a felony. That's a felony. Last I checked, So it's like all the stuff that comes out. It's like, we know this already. We know this. Like, how is this? Tell us something we don't know. Go find the files and report on that, So Hillary Clinton had the press conference, and I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Bill, but I don't think that's over. So where does this go now with the...
Did she have a second one? Because they had to stop hers because Boebert sent a photo of the closed door thing to because smarts. So did she resume her meeting, or did they have another one for her?
I think they resumed it, but they had to put the law down because they like their talking points for their.
And that's why I don't trust that little
Bill
dipshit Boebert that's over there saying I stand with victims, but then she goes and does that. She pulls that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you're that girl is so dumb.
From what I hear about Bill, though, he was saying no president is above the law. So he was saying subpoena Trump and and Hillary, subpoena Melania. She was an Epstein girl. Yeah. Now she's a Trumpstein girl.
I'm telling you that Melania was passed around like a joint at a frat party, dude. She ain't clean.
So, in more ways than one. That cooch has got to be tainted.
Ugh. Ugh.
Pardon my language.
The last grand tableau I did on Trump, the Epstein files were hitting the corner, so I don't expect that to be resolved within the timeline of that tableau, and I think it's still active through this year.
Yeah,
so I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that Epstein file stuff is going away anytime soon because it cornered the ratings. So for the whole year, that's going to be a huge theme. But where does this go now?
Every time I read on Hillary and Bill testifying, something about the reading just tells me this is not what Trump needs. Like, this is the worst thing you could have done for whatever. I don't know exactly why. I just feel like it's the worst thing you could have done. This is not going to work out like you think it is.
No. He's running the country just like he did his first term, like it's one big reality TV show. And if because he views life through the lens of a television.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's going nowhere. There's the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a waste of time. High Priest is the Five of Swords. Anything that you can possibly, and mind you, go get both of them. I don't care. Bill and Hillary are not on my Christmas card list. I don't care.
Nope.
They did something worth getting them for, go get them for. Just make sure you get all the rest of them too.
Exactly.
But the High Priestess and the Five of Swords, whatever is there is going to stay there. Whatever you're trying to look for or trying to siphon out of her, it's going nowhere. This is a person. Hillary Clinton is a professional BSer too. She's a politician. It's like the definition of politician. So you're not going to get some smoking gun out of her. You're not going to get some breaking story. What you'll get is a headline and a talking point for Fox News, sure, but that's not going to result in anything but a waste of time. Both of them will come out of this basically with a story to tell, but that's about it.
But, and that, to your point, Johnny, she's smarter than all those Republicans put together who share a brain cell that's on life support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they just need somebody to look over here. Look over here. Don't look over there. Don't look at the fact that your ground beef is now $25 for a pound and you can't feed your family. Don't look over there that your electric bill went up 300%.
And you're not going to be able to afford gas.
Don't look over there that you're not going to be able to put gas in your car. Don't look over. Look at this. Look at all this great stuff over here. You know what I mean?
You'll even be able to drive to the grocery store to buy the groceries you can't afford. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is out of whack with it because you got a Justice Department that's gaslighting. You know, the Justice Department, as soon as Ghislaine's trial was done, because I get it, like they had to keep some stuff under wrap until they got Ghislaine's trial over with. They should have been all over these other people that were named. They haven't even called into Congress Black and all those other guys that are listed in it. So, you know, high emotions, talking about it all the time, more illumination. I don't think anything, this is unfinished work. I don't think anything's going to happen with this until the Dems get the votes and change the Justice Department. I think we'll see more things about the women coming forward. So that them talking, the truth about Trump, it's already out. We know what that is. It's going to eventually blow up, but I don't think anything will.
He'll be long gone back to the mud. Long gone back to the mud before any of this shit comes out. I get the fish, the clover, tower, lilies, stars, an abundance of opportunities for the institution to try to buy some time by look at the shiny, steering it in a different direction, guiding it in a different direction. Nothing's going to happen.
You know, his major problem, though, is our Congress tends to be tunnel visioned because their job is to read and vote, not raise money and stock trades, and is read bills and then vote for them. That's how they're supposed to run the country. A lot of them right now are still laser light focused on Epstein files, and this is missing and that's missing. And then the Massey guy is being threatened left, right, and sideways, and he won't let it go because that's all they're talking about in Congress. Donald Trump and the news cycles are talking about Iran and then Hillary and all this other garbage. But in Congress, that's all they're still doing is Epstein file.
So can we add that? Because did he start this with Iran to distract from the Epstein files? And yeah, let's go there.
I'm hearing he escalated it faster because of it.
Like I said plenty of times before, the media, especially corporate media, is all about speculation to keep you angry, to keep you anxious. That's how they make their money. Nobody's, like Johnny said, Johnny said it, that the media's talking about Iran, nobody's talking about the Epstein files now. Well, there you go. You just let them change the narrative again, To
see Trump at Mar-a-Lago while they're bombing, doing his jerk-off camel dance, and nobody's standing near him. The guy smells to high whatever. Nobody would stand by him, and he's standing there and he's waving at people, and they're waving to him from a distance because nobody will stand by him. He stinks. But to see him, if Obama had done that, let me celebrate and have a party while there's a bombing going on instead of being in the situation room, It was gross.
I get this as twofold.
Same. Go ahead.
There is perspective change with the hangman. Look at something else. Go and search for something else with the hermit card and the hangman. Go look at this, go look at that. But he's fulfilling his promise to his coalition here. The Three of Cups, that's probably him, Netanyahu, and Putin or something like that. But he's fulfilling his obligation. It's part of his job. It's part of the thing he was paid for. So he's doing that because, world conquest is what they all like. But at the same time, it does serve sort of a double-edged sword purpose to look at this and all that. Don't investigate, but look at this thing over here. So I get twofold.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely his image about the investigation over the children, and his active involvement with it and trying to cover it up. Definitely, that's one thing. And the other thing is trying to get the votes away from Democrats, something to do with the votes. So, we're at war. We can't have an election, or we're going to have to federalize elections, whatever.
Yeah, he can get bent. Again, Iran, look at Mar-a-Lago, okay? Look at Mar-a-Lago. I get the anchor, the man, the crossroads. The focus is on him and what he's doing and the choices and alternatives and options that he's making and the elections. But the focus is on him. And I fucking hate the media in America. I really do, because they're like squirrels. Oh, look, shiny. You know what I mean? Instead of staying on point, it's anyways, before I go on a freaking rant. Okay.
I was hoping for the SAVE Act that the senators would have to do a filibuster and just stand there and read the Epstein files all freaking day. It
died in the Senate.
It died. They didn't bring it.
So will Iran retaliate? Because I know that they're saying a lot, but
they already are. They're hitting some of our bases.
Will they retaliate?
I'm going to ask, will they retaliate here on our soil? Because they've attacked 11 countries where we have bases and stuff. What a shit show.
I mean, I want off this fucking ride, you guys. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I really am.
Amen to that. Yes, the Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, they're not alone either. There is someone else that will join this confrontation. It'll probably all just look like Iran, so it's not like there's like a bunch of different names, but this is the mercenary. This is the person you hire for a specific task. So they have, this is a yes information, and then this is the person they hire. So there is someone joining that. This could be that whole sleeper cellish type of thing, because there's the moon, there's the hermit, there's the magician. So the moon hides things, the hermit searches for things, and the magician reveals the things. And so there is something there that is sort of under the surface, but this is in like multiple countries too. So this is not just here. But yes, to answer the question, there will be some retaliation, and there will be here too.
It will have to be in defense mode too, because they're going to try to burden us and make us all nervous with chaos. And yeah, retaliation. Security will be flipped on its head, is what I heard. And trying to uncover power over Trump. So yeah, it will be here, and there'll be exposure of a lot of things, money under the table also.
Guarded clover birds, there is a network that's in communication about soft targets, easy opportunities where they can get lucky. So listen, don't go outside because it's expensive out there. And in this economy, okay, that's all I'm going to say. So let me go on to the next question.
Can we ask this? Will Trump use this as an excuse to get funding for ICE, for anti-terrorism? Because that's when ICE was built, was after 9/11.
You know what?
It was there, but that's when it was built up.
Send those,
send them overseas.
Send them overseas and bring back.
Will he use it as an excuse to try to get funding for them? Dragging around over here. That's not a toy. That is not a toy.
Uh-oh.
Again, no, they don't care about funding for ICE. The Chariot would be trying to reconcile, work things out, put things together, but there's the Two of Pentacles, which is a struggle to balance. The Hangman, which means that it's stuck because there's the Three of Swords. They don't really care about the funding because they don't need to fund it. Donald Trump's job is not to defend the United States, it's to cause chaos. A person who wants to defend the United States, Homeland Security wouldn't have been defunded in the first place because they wouldn't have had ICE agents causing terror on the streets of America type thing. So we wouldn't have been in any of this if they truly cared about the security of the country. So no, they're not going to get funding, and I don't really think they care about it, but that's what I get.
If they get any funding, it's small. It's small. Everybody's changed their views on it because what ICE is doing is not acceptable. Locking up American citizens and no habeas corpus, people dying on their watch. I feel like there'll be an investigation eventually here into ICE and their corruptions. It may take a couple of months, but I feel like there'll be some sort of investigation done. But they won't get a lot of funding, so
now would be the perfect time to try to go forward, because now you can blame the Democrats and say, look, they're not funding Homeland Security. They're putting us at risk. We're at war and all that type of stuff.
Right. Now when terrorism happens, it's the Democrats' fault.
Mm-hmm. Even though you started it all. If the country falls tomorrow, Republicans did it.
Yeah.
Pure and simple.
So
all this is not just on y'all's watch, but you enable a person who causes chaos.
Say it again, louder for the people in the back.
History. When America falls, the Republicans did it.
And here's the thing. I just find it very interesting that the Constitution is meaningless when they're in power. Because they have disregarded every fucking amendment, every law, every single thing. They just ripped it up and used it as toilet paper.
Mm-hmm. Remember that 22-year-old kid is our anti-terrorist director. Yeah, that Weasley-looking little
douchebag.
Little douchebag is our anti-terrorism. Yeah, how's that gonna go? He's gonna be shitting a brick right now.
This is what happens. Well, did you see the new person that had the, forget what department it is, but she's a failed influencer that's never been to medical school, and she's going to have some department of health or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. So I've been seeing a bunch of videos on TikTok of these MAGA people that are in the middle of deconstruction, crying and begging for forgiveness. Listen, my empathy only goes so far. I ain't having it. You know what I mean? But they're like, and I just find it so counterintuitive that you did this 3 times. Mm-hmm. 3 times. 3 mm-hmm. times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm of the mindset that this effer stole it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm still going to hold you accountable for choosing this 3 times. And now you're crying and begging for us to open the door and let you back in to sit at the table with us. You know what I mean? Like, so does he still have support? Not in Congress, not in the Senate, because those people live in an echo chamber. But out here in these streets, does he still have support?
Still have support.
Because I would love to be that kind of person.
I can't do it, Johnny.
I'm not I just can't just walk around and forgive everybody. That's not how I'm built. If that's how you're built, fantastic. I'm happy for you. That's not how I'm built.
1 time I can excuse. 2 times, The third? Really?
I'm excusing none because he was a racist in the beginning. Obama is not born in this country. Let me see your birth certificate, and you vote for him anyway. I wrote you off a long time ago.
Well,
and what was it?
Voting for him the 3rd time and then seeing the Epstein files and not turning against him by now, shame on them. To me, only a pedophile would support him.
There is some support. I get the 7 of Pentacles in the end because they're waiting for their harvest. This is the person in the middle of July when their parents told them Santa Claus was coming and they're still waiting at the door type of thing. They're waiting for their harvest. 7 of Pentacles is planting the seed, and they're waiting for the moment where everything Trump has promised has come to fruition. And so I get the World and the Word of Warning. The World card is your lessons have been learned, and this means that their lessons have not been learned. So they're going to sit there by that seed, by that phone, and it's never going to ring, and it's never going to grow. No, so he's got some support, but it is very small in the greater scheme of things.
That phone is going to ring. Report for duty to the new war that he just started. Send MAGA. They're such patriots. Send them. Send them.
He's making off with all your stuff.
I can't believe these fools still think that they're going to get a check.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe these fools still think they're going to get a check. And even if they did get a check, $2,000 in this economy, how long is that $2,000 going to save you?
2,000 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
There's more people mulling it over now. Now, that's not everybody, because we see on Twitter, but a lot of Twitter is bots anyway. But I'm getting a lot of people are asking questions about the children and the betrayals there. So he's got less than 30% of the vote of a following is what I'm getting. So there's a lot of people that are not accepting what he's moved forward on his agenda, and I'm getting he never had it anyway. Like Kamala should have won. He never had any way. There are more moving away from him. So, like, if he ran today against Kamala, he'd lose by even more than what he did the first time, unless he rigged it again. But his votes would be very burdened if he ran for anything. He doesn't have the following.
I get
they're just loud.
The key, the ring, the snake. The people that were committed to him, that he promised a bunch of stuff to, feel betrayed, and they are angry and vindictive at this point. This is more like vindictiveness. So see, an important promise that is betrayed, a problematic partnership. They feel lied to. Lied to. Well, the reality, you fuck faces. You think a man that shits on a gold toilet and stiffs everybody gets tweets about you in Arkansas?
The last assassination attempt was by a guy who was a MAGA person who was disgruntled. Now, it wasn't really an assassination attempt because Trump was not at Mar-a-Lago when they shot that guy and killed him. And that disappeared off the news as soon as it came out. It was a MAGA person. Wouldn't that be the height of irony if he was killed by one of his own supporters for entertainment purposes? Only YouTube.
Yeah.
How many leaders have been, though, throughout history, to where their own people just like, you know what, this is not what I signed up for. Let's turn against them now. All of a sudden.
And those people are primed to be violent because in that echo chamber, that's all that they've been fed. Violence.
Literally storming the Capitol with their pitchforks and taser guns and
arms of the hill.
Those people have been primed to commit political violence against perceived threats. So what happens when you wake up, when the Kool-Aid, when you've built an immunity to the Kool-Aid, it's no longer effective, and you see that, no, it's not those guys, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
When the Kool-Aid hits the other end, you suddenly realize they laced it with laxatives.
You know, I mean, I just can't. Let me see what other questions we got here. Let me see. Is Putin siding with Iran? Do you guys know?
No.
Okay.
I heard.
I didn't watch the State of the Union. Did you, Jenny?
I watched clips of it later. I could not sit and watch that.
I can't listen.
Apparently, this is the lowest rated one in the history of mankind, though.
Of course, they said it was the highest rated.
What did he get? Like 2 views? What? I didn't watch it, so I don't know if the Democrats boycotted in some way, shape, or form. Or
so some of them brought Epstein victims to the State of the Union, and then of course Al Green and his good protest and cell took a sign, and he got escorted out. And then there was some who did not attend, but it wasn't a big protest. Most of them went there because they were taking people with them.
Some of them got escorted out too.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't with his voice, dude. It's like worse than nails on a chalkboard. I can't. Even his cadence when he speaks, and then I say, and everybody says, Don, you're the smartest man, and I'm going to tell you, I have the best brain ever. You know, like oh my God, he's such a sleaze. He's such a freaking sleaze. I can't just die already, for fuck's sake, you know? Let me see. What other questions do we have?
Can we see how Netanyahu's future is going to go?
I hope he dies too.
Not Israel's, but Netanyahu's.
Let's see.
I mean, what is it going to take for the entire developed world to recognize that is a rogue terrorist nation and turn their backs on him? Because that country does nothing but siphon money out of everybody and start problems.
They talk about needing a regime change, right?
The moment we can stop getting oh my God, you're anti-Semitic. This has nothing to do with Judaism. This is Netanyahu is not Israel, just like Donald Trump is not America, just like Vladimir Putin is not Russia. You can say I hate America and just mean him.
And listen, I hate the reality that I'm living in right now, where I'm agreeing with Thomas Massey when it comes to the Epstein files, because he is the only person, not even Ro Khanna went there, but Thomas Massey is the only person that has singled out Israel as being part of the intelligence that was tied to Jeffrey Epstein. So we're just going to sit here and keep being buddies with the country that starts shit all over the place. Oh, and by the way, is involved in a child sex trafficking ring as a form of extortion and manipulation of world leaders. I'm supposed to be okay with that because they're our ally? Like, what the fuck, you know?
There is another attempt to remove him from power. There is another attempt to remove him from power forcefully, too.
So like South Korea style?
Because the first card I get is the Tower and the Two of Swords. They're trying to block it, though, but there is an attempt to remove him from power. Six of Wands, there's his power, and then the Nine of Swords is a worry. He's also going to be into hiding because there may be some attempts, of course, because that's what you do in these situations. But as far as his future goes, it's not the worst in the end with the Four of Wands and the High Priestess. He can be fine and all right if he can survive this whole ordeal. But I personally think that he got himself into something that he did not fully think through.
Well, Johnny, he's been planning this for decades.
This is not going to go exactly how they planned it.
He's definitely moved into hiding. But his future, yeah, this is going to come up over and over and over again because and he better be checking out his own personal security, because something has changed with that. Like somebody may give up information about him, and I get maybe powerfully, forcefully forced out of the government. And you know, his card is the loser card, just like Trump's. He better be careful somebody doesn't try to take him out too.
Yes, please. Because he's another fucking wackadoodle, you know? I got the dog, tree, clouds, ship, lilies. He's got an ally around him whose health is very bad. So I'm thinking that's Spanky. And also the strength and how deeply rooted his alliances are is also being questioned. And I get that. I don't know where he's at, but it shows him going on a trip. He's not there. Going on a trip where he's resting and relaxing. So it's almost like he stirred the pot, kicked the hornet's nest, and then ran off. Because this is a trip for relaxation. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I haven't watched the news.
He's not going to be in the EU because they would arrest him on his charges that are out there. He's got to be somewhere that's not a part of.
He can come here.
Yeah, he's probably Mar-a-Lago.
Nobody's going to arrest him here.
No.
Yeah, go to Mar-a-Lago, hang out behind the black curtain.
But this is saying that he's not even there. He's on a trip. He's abroad, relaxing. But he started all sorts of shit here, you know. And there's another area too that he started shit with. It has a tree. It has a tree. He started problems there too.
Like Lebanon.
Oh, is that Lebanon? Did he start shit with Lebanon too?
Yeah, Lebanon is they fired on Lebanon. Lebanon is like Iran has been firing back some. So
it's not just Iran. So it's okay. So Lebanon,
he's dragging Lebanon into it.
But this is saying he kicked the hornet's nest, and now he's just going to go and let somebody else handle the problem. Unfortunately, this doesn't show anything happening to him. So I'm hoping that I'm going to go with Johnny's reading, where I'm putting my hope core that they're going to try to him out of there. Because
I think if he can survive that, then he'll be fine. But if not, then not so much.
Because he's destabilizing his own region.
Yeah, big time.
He's the one doing it, nobody else. That's like us going over there and fucking with Canada and then Mexico and then going, somebody help us. Like that's what he's doing. So anyways, let me see. Oh, they're saying that he's in Germany.
No, he wouldn't be in Germany because, even if he tried to fly there, they would have arrested him because they're a part of the EU. The charges are
well. See, no, I don't agree with that, because when they had that meeting in the EU a few months ago last year, when he came up to speak, nobody arrested him. They just all walked out on him. They all walked out. There was only a few people that were left.
They're saying he was denied landing in Germany. Germany refused him. They wouldn't take him.
Well, he's running around somewhere looking for.
I wouldn't want that target in my country either.
No, he's fucking starting all sorts of shit. And then I'm the victim. I'm the typical narcissist. Typical fucking narcissist.
Victim of what?
Of his own bullshit. So let's see.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, ask as many as you want, because I'm out of questions at this point.
This all sounds, according to the ratings and just what you look at, it sounds complicated, this whole Iran thing. They claim it's not going to take that long, that they're going to go in and blitz, basically. Is this something that's going to drag on for the rest of his presidency? Or is this, well, let me not say it that way because he could die tomorrow. Is this something that's going to go on for years, or will this be over soon?
He's saying now.
Will the conflict be over soon?
Will the Iran conflict be over soon?
Yes.
He's saying right now that the U.S. is prepared to sustain attacks for 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah,
will it go beyond this?
Will it go past 5 weeks?
The idiot didn't even clear out our embassy.
And there was, I saw something that there was somebody high up in the military. And I can't remember if he met with the not oversight committee, but some committee that deals with our operations. And he said that he warned Trump about how this is a really fucking bad idea. Do not go in there. And Trump just did it anyways. But he advised them to not do this. And he said, well, I don't like you. I'm going to do it anyways. Here's a cheeseburger,
Wait, what's our question?
Will this be over in 5 weeks? Or will it not or?
So will the conflict in Iran be over in 5 weeks?
Sure, but the conflict period is not over in 5 weeks. Whatever it is that they have set out to do could be over in 5 weeks. Whatever is going to happen after that is going to go on for some time. Because here I get initial completion of your idea, whatever it is with the Four of Wands, it's like your initial completion. There's a strength. They can take their victory lap, but there's the justice. Justice is cause and effect. That means something comes after the thing you just did. Whatever verdict you just given, whatever blah, 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 there's a consequence after good or bad. That thing starts something else with the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. So there's additional conflicts, additional this, additional that, because you regret what you just did. So the initial idea that they had, yes, could be over in 5 weeks, but the conflict is not.
This is unfinished, so it's like, yeah, charging in could be over, quickly, but the power struggle, and you've riled up all these people in Iran who are in the streets chanting "Death to Americans." It's putting a burden here for a long time because of the work that was done. We will be put in defense mode all the damn time. I do get Trump's strength will end So it's not going to end well for him. Bad news. People aren't accepting what you're dishing out. And then we're right back to the young people. Just where the focus should have been all along.
I get the clouds, the woman, the dog. Will it be over in 5 weeks? There is a woman. What does Tulsi Gabbard do?
Spy for Russia.
No,
like her job title.
Or maybe it's Christy Nome or something. There's a woman around him that's an ally to him, but this person might have been tasked with something, and they are so far out of their element. But it's a woman that's close to him. This person is so freaking far out of her element that it just like everything else this administration does. Oh, national intelligence, is that what Tulsi Gabbard does?
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to go longer than 5 weeks. They might.
She's national intelligence. Nome is home security.
There's a woman.
Mind you, so you're reading, both are out of their element.
Yeah.
Both got their heads up their ass.
I mean, they're both grossly, but look at everything else in this administration.
Yeah.
Look how badly they botched Charlie Kirk's murder. Mm-hmm. And you're expecting these people to handle a fucking war?
Can I ask, how will this affect the midterms?
Yeah. Yes, please. Because
you have to sell this
as a good thing.
Yes. And they all the podcast bros was like, I thought he said no more wars.
And Joe Rogan's over there trying to backpedal. It's like, no.
They're calling his World Peace Board now the World Peace BORED Board. Because they've done nothing for world peace.
You want a Nobel Peace Prize, but you're causing war and havoc.
He wants a Nobel Peace Prize while he's actively terrorizing his own citizens and starting shit abroad. Oh, there's a boat over there. Bomb them. Take that president out. Somebody kill him already, please, for the love of God. Like, for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Whoever my FBI handler is, listen, that was said in jest. So what was the question, Johnny? How will this affect the midterms?
The midterms, yes.
I'm asking, how will this affect Republicans in the midterms?
You have some, like I said, with that Seven of Pentacles, that are steadfast. They are waiting for their seed to grow. They will stand there and they will endure. The Nine of Wands is perseverance. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But there are some who can no longer handle the pressure of everything not being right. Because, as we have been saying week after week after week after week after week, what he said and what you're living are two different things. He said grocery prices have gone down. He said that just recently. And meanwhile, you go to the grocery store and they haven't. And so which are you going to believe, the cash register or his lying mouth? So there are people here with the abandonment thing. They're like, I can't do it anymore. But there are some who will stand. But I don't think this is going to spell victory for Republicans, though. I'm not calling it a blue wave, but there's burden, there's defeat, and there is the chariot. The chariot is the attempt to get the opposites to attract. People are leaving you because they cannot afford to stand by you, especially when your guy just started a war.
Well, RFK Jr. just said that if beef is too expensive, just go buy some liver. Now they're just playing in y'all's faces, man. They're just playing in y'all's faces.
We're going to eat our ribeyes, but y'all go eat liver.
Eat the organs that filter out all the poisons.
No. Affordability is a hoax. Go eat that. And when you can't afford it, go pay $15 for that head of lettuce.
I get they don't get enough votes, Republicans, because I look from their point of view, because people that feel stuck get highly emotional here in America, the ones that are their pocketbook is burdened, and they're moving their votes to the Dems. They're not voting for Republicans. I also get there will be some manipulations going on to change votes in secret, of course. And there may be looking into some of the Republicans that are running illumination on some treachery going on. It's going to blow up in their face. You know, all their gaslighting, they're trying to steal everything. It's going to blow up in their face. So I don't think, even though they're going to try to rig this election just like they have the last couple, I don't think they're going to get away with it.
I had a follow-up because I get the same thing. The fox, the bouquet, clover, ring, and man. There's some manipulation, some self-serving manipulation to give the commitment to him. So I want to follow it up with, are they going to be free and fair?
Well, I don't think they're going to be free and fair because they're going to manipulate. I'm going to ask, will they catch them and hold them accountable this time for manipulating?
I'm going to ask if the results are going to be free and fair. You do what you want, but
I'm going to ask, will they do something about it this time? Because we know it wasn't free and fair last time.
Will it be free and fair? Some places yes, some places no. There is the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Two of Cups. Nine of Swords is a worry and a stress. It'll be possibly over the results and things like that with the King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups is deals that are being made, so there's some manipulation going on. And then in some places, justice. It will be fair. So I think you have to do what you did the last. This is not going to be like when he won, where the whole map was just red, basically. You're going to have some places that are going to surprise you. And you're going to have some places where you know cheating is going to happen. Nebraska, Kentucky, Texas, some places like that. But other places will be just fine.
And you know what? I'm going to say this because I'm so jaded. But if after the midterms, we find out that there wasn't a blue wave, it was all red, regardless of all these special elections that we've had where the Democrats have been underperforming, the corporate media would be like, well, that's just the way it is. Americans really like what's going on, and nobody would question it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
it's so Putin-esque to make the entire country red.
Yeah, you know, and it's like completely forgetting about, and every special election that has happened, they've been getting stomped. Like, I'm talking 40-something point swings away from him. And then, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
there's going to be whistleblowers on this election. I'm getting, Dems should win when it's done, but some of the gaslighting and cover-ups I do get will be investigated, and shining a light on Republicans doing treacherous things. So, long run short, I think the Republicans get very burdened for trying to steal this election. I don't think they'll get away with this corruption again. Americans are fed up. They're emotional about it. And if they see Republicans trying to take it away, you're going to have huge marching in the street because nobody wants this shit anymore.
I get the lilies, the tower, the clouds. I asked if it would be free and fair. Listen, this is saying that there's something that is going to be problematic in the courts. But I will also say tower and clouds, that's death. Tower and clouds is death. So hopefully the fucker dies before the midterms. Okay, like, you know, I don't know if you can see this, but it's lilies, tower, clouds. He'll be resting 10 feet under, back to the mud. But it's looking like there's problems in the courts, judges, courts, bureaucracy. Hi, baby. Hi, Munch. How did you get your face?
So can I ask one more thing?
Yes, please, by all means, ask all you want. And Beebs, the Beebs is here. Look at her. Oh,
my little niece.
If he says this is over in 5 weeks, can we look at him in 5 weeks? Like,
Yes.
what is he doing? How's he feel? Is he here?
Braxy wants to help again, you guys. Okay, you want to help me? You want to help?
Oh, good, Braxy.
So I'm gonna make her bigger so that you guys can see her. Hold on. Oh,
it's the only way you can see Braxy's face is to make her bigger. She's hard to see.
You burped, mommies. You burped. You're gonna help me pull cards? Okay, good girl. Good girl. We're gonna ask how he's gonna be in 5 weeks. Okay. Okay, let's see. How's that mango gonna be in 5 weeks? You do such a good job pulling cards. You do. Okay. Here you go. You got to pick this one. Okay.
She looks so serious.
She's concentrating.
Yes, she is.
Okay, good girl. This one. Which other? You got 2 more. You got to pick 2 more. That's it? Are you done pulling cards?
Like, that's all you need.
Okay. Okay, this one. Okay. Another one.
Somebody's coming for his throat.
Good girl. Good girl. Look at all the cards you picked. You did so good. You did so good, Munch. My little baby.
They're hiding casualty numbers too.
Oh yeah,
because of course they are.
You can't trust any numbers out of him.
You know, of course they are. There's the Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups, High Priestess. They're hiding casualty numbers. But somebody is coming for his throat for sure, just proverbially speaking. There's the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. Somebody wants him out, and they're shouting and screaming and screaming and shouting. Problem is, it's just a few of them. So it's 3 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. They may want to do the whole impeachment thing early, while some are like, let's wait. 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. He is throwing someone under the bus to save his image. This could be like poor intelligence somewhere. If something happens to where intelligence is blamed for something being botched. Death, some sort of thing that's being botched there. So he's still here, though.
I know. That's so unfortunate.
I think.
I get he's still here too, but I get America's done with him. And people are looking into something he did that was an immature, too soon, action. Because I do get some kind of investigation going on. He's like trying to celebrate and act victorious. You know how he does, trying to claim victory, but nobody's accepting what he's done overseas. And the numbers for him are going to go down. So that's the polls and everything. He'll be trying to celebrate in Mar-a-Lago or the White House, but he's barely clinging on. So is he gone in 4 to 5 weeks? No, but is his poll numbers even worse? Yes.
I'm getting that. Where's he going to be in 5 weeks? He's going to have serious troubles with an enemy. The key, the bouquet, the lilies, the snake, the mountain, the new Ayatollah. He's going to have serious problems with the new enemy. Serious problems. So, and he's going to lie about a bunch of shit also, but he lies every day of the week that ends in a Y. So good girl. Good girl. So any other questions you guys have that we can
The only
ask?
time he doesn't lie is when he falls asleep.
I mean, dear
And he
Lord.
lies about that.
I mean, come on. Yeah, the fatwa on his head. I mean, he's not hard to spot. He's like radioactively orange. You know, you can see him from outer space probably. So, why are you licking my feet? I'm out of questions.
Wait, is there anything that would bring a 25th Amendment against him? Because he's obviously got Alzheimer's, you know, a little probably quicker moving than his dad, because his dad lived to be like 86 or so.
I can't with him being 86, dude. No more of this shit, please.
Yeah.
No more.
Is there anything that
I'm just going to ask?
I'm going to say before the midterms, is there anything that would cause them to do a 25th Amendment against him?
No. They're not going to do that. Nope. That's his cabinet. There's nobody in his cabinet that would do that. I get a big fat no.
Yeah, they protect him. He's secure. They'll wait till his brain is just mush and not even do it.
I mean, shit, it's already mush right
now.
now.
At Bernie's, they'll wheel him around and let him talk shit.
He had a press conference where he was literally shitting himself, and everybody's like, ugh, and then they're rushing everybody out, and they name one president that sat there and literally shit himself during a press conference, and they just kept him in. Come on.
Watch those videos at Mar-a-Lago while the bombings were going on. He's nobody will stand near him. He's all by himself with like nobody will get near him. I'm like, he's got to stink to high heaven. Nobody will go over and shake his hand. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, hey, over there. Hey, stay 10 feet away, please.
Does he feel safe right now?
Does he feel safe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me ask. Does he feel safe?
Feels safe. An assassin would pass out from the fumes from his diaper.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Hankel's McTaco tits. That's what the ladies over on iHip News call him.
I just call him a racist pedophile.
Does he feel safe? I get a yes, that he feels relatively safe. But it's mostly from his arrogance. You know, he thinks he's fucking Superman, untouchable.
Because I have another question because of that. I did this earlier. Just wanted to see what y'all got.
He's so focused on money and looking at that and making sure he's not losing money and everything. He doesn't accept help when it comes. So does he feel safe? He's always working on the money. He's so focused on money. He doesn't care. Dollar signs, dollar signs, dollar signs.
I get yes, he does, because he feels supported because the people around him tell him he's doing the right thing. My question is, should he feel that way? Because the powers that be know the dangers that lie around the corner. Your intelligence does too, but at the same time, you have put in place people who should be there. We'll just say that. Should he feel that way? This may be an overconfidence, or he may be the most protected person on earth as he is. So should he feel that way? Or should he be worried? Should you be so confident? Israel has just been bombed by Iran.
No, because a lot of his supporters are starting to move on, getting anxious about him because he hasn't delivered on promises. There's someone that he works with that has ill intentions too, that would use him as a scapegoat.
I get that he should, but he's so senile that he doesn't even, he's senile and stupid and arrogant. So he doesn't recognize threats when they're there unless they're like right there and they're coming after him openly. If anything, he might be suspicious of when he's traveling. He might have some suspicions either on Air Force One or whatever, wherever the Qatari plane or whatever the hell. But it's like he gets suspicious when he travels for long periods of time.
Is it from as far as should he be worried about Iran taking him out? No. His problem comes from inside the house. That's where his Julius Caesar moments are coming from. The Republican people, someone's just lurking in the shadows type thing. Because mind you, once he outlives his usefulness, then he's as useful as I've heard once say, he's as useful as a tic-tac in a jockstrap. So at that point, you're no longer useful to whoever it is that's using you right now. So your call is coming from inside the house. I don't think Iran is your main focus right now.
And we all know that Mr. Maybelline eyeliner is over there salivating at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
For that so that he can just slide right into, so he can slither right into that position.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask this: what takes Trump down? What takes him out of the White House?
Time.
What takes him out of the White House, if anything?
Manipulation. A plot and a scheme and manipulation where you have to secure votes for something. So maybe impeachment and removal. Wherever you have to secure votes for something. Which, good luck there, but that's what I get. I just don't feel in my heart of hearts he's going anywhere. I really don't.
I don't either, Johnny. I have said it a million times, and I don't mean to sound like a negative Nancy, but that mother effer is going to go back to the mud before he is ever held accountable for anything. Anything.
I just don't see it.
I'm getting his actions overseas. They're internationally. And his naivete about his strength. The message that he's trying to send. So there is a woman that will cause his completion in the White House, or maybe multiple women. And it is something that needs a vote. So whether that's impeachment or whatever, but he's trapped in it. He's trapped in lies. He's trapped in the work that he's done with it. Whatever it is, it causes an action that takes him out. So is it finishing his term? I don't think so. I don't think he makes it to the midterms. I don't think he makes it to the summer. I could be wrong.
Listen, I'm all
it's hard to kill Henri. It just is. They live forever. The good die young. The Henri live forever.
Yeah.
Piss and vinegar. That's what sustains them. They just live forever and ever and ever.
That's all I got.
That's all we need.
Next week will be on Johnny's channel for next week. So
God be with us.
Yep.
Keep calm and carry on.
I mean, at this point, with the app,
He's probably going after Greenland this week. Y'all hang on.
And if you need to turn off that shit news if it's giving you issues, like I haven't even watched the news in forever. I can't. I
couldn't watch his speech. It's like, why am I going to sit there for 2 hours? He's going to babble for 2 hours and be incoherent and Biden this and Obama that, and it's like, enough.
Enough already. Well, thank everybody for the super chats tonight. That's very kind and generous of you. And see you next week on Johnny's.
I'll be there.
Peace out. Bye-bye.